Good morning, party people. So today I'm going to show you how I've managed to change the look and feel of ClientExec to just match the template of my website. So if you don't know, ClientExec is the equivalent, the cheaper version of WHMCS that you can install on your any of your web hosting option. So if you are hosting a web just for yourself or for clients, you'll need to automate the provisioning of any packages that are available from you. So ClientExec is used for that. It will create the package for you automatically. It will activate the package. It will allow you to set up a domain registration, domain transfer, and all that on your website. So when you get ClientExec, this is what you see. This is what it will give you, and that's how you can click on. Okay, if you set up share web hosting, for example, you will click on share web hosting, and then your client will receive a share web hosting packages that you set up, and they will just select whatever they want and buy. Same thing for the domain. So what we want to do today is come out from this boring but very efficient screen to something that look like this. So that will match your homepage, that will match your how your website is set up, and that allows your client to see exactly something that they are familiar with. Because when they set up when they go to your website and they want to buy something, you want them to see more or less the same thing. So how did I do that? First, you'll need a few things. Just the main thing is, of course, you will have to have your ClientExec set up and ready to go. You also have to have your website, your web hosting already set up. And I'm using CyberPanel as my web hosting panel to set up my packages and set up everything that I need. Now, what we need to do is get a good template that we like. And the template that I use is this template called Hostma. Okay, so I got a beautiful template, and you can Google it, and you'll be able to buy from their website. So it's a very good. I don't have any affiliation with them, but just a template that I like, and you can select any template that you want. And what we want to do is be able to match our ClientExec with this. So when our client log into the ClientExec, they receive the same header and same footer as I showed you earlier. Okay. Now, the first thing that we need to do is modify this template first, so that because we only need the header and the footer. We don't need all this for our ClientExec. Now, of course, you got your template, and your template is so I got mine set up in a folder called Hostma. They got all the HTML file here and all the assets like the CSSs, the images, and all that. They are in the assets folder. So I opened that. I opened that in Visual Studio. So I select this page that we are seeing here now. Okay, you can see all the pages here. And if you go through the template, you will see that it has footer, it has header, and all the rest. So what we want to do is just remove everything that we don't need, just to keep the header and the footers only. Okay, so let me just minimize this. All right, let's start. So let's work on this. Our header is as it is, so we come here, and you see this is so we got all the CSSs and whatever back to top. So this is this thing here. We won't need that in our ClientExec because we won't have any. It's not going to do that. So we're just going to kind of remove that. So I will just comment them out for now, and you can just remove them. Okay, and then we got also the top it's saying top bar here, so I imagine this is the top bar, and you can modify this, change whatever you want and put whatever you want in here. We want that one. And then we got some menu that is hidden there that we don't need, so we'll close this, and we'll also comment it out. You can delete it for now, but I'm just commenting them out so that we can use them later on. Now let's just save this and refresh the page and see what we get. If I refresh my page now, so it's still okay. So nothing has been changed visually. Okay, so this is saying the main, that's the main menu, and this is this part. We don't need this out in our ClientExec. We'll also comment that out because we don't need that. Let's comment that out. Save the file and refresh page again. And the top menu and the menu is gone. That's good. Right, next, what do we need to do next? Next, I think this is all this main part, we don't need them. And it say main content. You can see here, say main content. We don't need that either. So I will just close this and also remove it or comment it out. All right. If I refresh my page again now, good. So we can see our header on top and our footer at the bottom. Right. So what we need to do is now, just to make our life easier, we need to copy the footer. So the footer is, as you can see here, this is the footer here. If I close this, I can just copy the whole footer. And what I've done is I copy this, and what I've done is I created two files, just one called footer and one called header. So I will paste the footer into the footer, okay, and we'll copy the header. Also, if we go back to our index file, we'll also copy the header because we comment everything out. We can then also copy the header from here all the way on top. Okay, and copy it and then paste it into the header. So now we got two separate files, the header here, we copy, and the footer here. Now there's one thing that we need to do, because if you look at the header, you will see that our index file, you will see that the assets are just going to the root and then asset and switcher and all that. Okay, so we can see that. Now, when you want to upload this to your ClientExec website, there are a few things that you need to do. First, you need to go to your client. You need to go to your hosting panel. It could be whatever you have. I have a cyber panel, and when you come to cyber panel, you go to your public HTML, because that's where you will install your ClientExec application. So if you don't know how to install ClientExec, of course, you will find a lot of video online to do the same thing for cyber panel. If you need to install cyber panel, you can also see there. So what I've done is in my public HTML folder, I created a folder called billings, and that's where I install my ClientExec. You go into that, you go to template, and you will see that your template will be free. It will be like this. So what this is the default template. You need to download this default template to your computer. You need to download this default folder template. Once you download this default template to your computer, you will then be able to extract it. So I extracted that and I called that I rename it Kobimex. So this is the same folder, this default folder I downloaded, and I call it Kobimex. So if I open this, you will see that I got all the file in this default, which come with ClientExec. I got all the file here in my folder. So okay, now we also need to have the assets folder, because remember, when we are using our hosting template, all the resources, all the assets are in this folder. So we need to copy this asset folder into our new template folder. So we have the existing template folder plus the asset folder. Okay, so everything is fine now. We can then you can see now that our page, when it loads, it needs to come from our root, which is Kobimet, then asset, and before it comes to that, you will see that we what we need to do now. So we got the folder here, we got everything here. We need to zip this to upload it to our ClientExec folder. So my ClientExec folder is billings, as we saw earlier. Okay, so that folder that you zip, of course, remember this folder that we zipped earlier, we only added the asset. We didn't add any pages, just the asset that we add, because that's all we need. We come to our ClientExec website, and we are in the we are under the billing. Okay, just where we were earlier. We went to template. Okay, and we then will upload this folder that I zip here and unzip it to the same folder as the default folder. So here now, if I open it up, you will see that we have the same folder here. We have all the templates plus the asset file that we added. Okay, so we add this asset file to that folder, and the folder has been uploaded here now. Now we are ready to go. We have finished with our panel. We can just leave that alone. We need all this. So remember now, our asset is under our root, okay, which is the billings. But before we get to the asset, we need to go under templates first, right? Okay, so for our asset to work, we need to replace all these things in our file so that it points to templates, our folder, which is called Kobimex. So Kobimex, okay, if I go back here now, we are under billing. Then we are under template, so we need to go under template, Kobimex, and then asset. And that's where we'll see everything. So that's what we need to do. So we need to replace all that. So let me just remove it. You can just do quick search and replace. So it needs to be templates, Kobimex, and then asset and all that. And we need to replace all that. So once we replace all that, then we have a file. So I replace mine under the separate folder that I call header and footer. Okay, so they are all here. And let me just now we are ready to go because we have replaced them. So we got our header here with all the template already removed and replaced with whatever we need. We also have our footer correctly set up now. Okay, now we need to log on to our ClientExec and start changing stuff as well. So if I go to my ClientExec now, log on to ClientExec and go to settings, and the first thing you need to do is go to public style. Okay, this is the default that is using now. So the default is what we are seeing here now. So this is the default. Now we need to replace this with click on here, and you will see the new folder that you uploaded to the template folder. Select that. We want to make it primary from now on, and we'll save this. So we update that, and that is saving now. So from now on, our Kobimex template is the default. If I refresh the page, you will see that you won't see any changes because we haven't changed anything yet. So it's still the same. The logo is gone and all that. Still the same, yeah? Okay. So next thing now, we need to go to customize HTML. Okay, so now we got this. Once we get this now, I can maybe, let me just do one thing. Let me just copy my logo. So your logo need to have the full path, yeah? So you just need to copy your logo somewhere on your server and then just use user. So come here. So I will put my logo in here. My logo is there. If I update it now, you see here now we don't have our logo here. If we were to refresh the page, then you will really see that this client portal will be changed to and then have our logo. My logo is black and white, and white, because as you saw earlier, my template is blue, yeah, so it will show up later on properly. But you just need to match your template and your logo with your template, the color of your template. Now, well, the next thing that we need to do is the header. Okay, and this is where our templates come into it. So if I go back to my Visual Studio, all we need to do now is just copy our template from here, copy the header, paste into the header. Of course, you will have modify your header with your correct email address. Any modification that you want to do, you'll have done that. Same thing for the footer, the link, all that, you can change all that. So I copy the footer as well and paste it here into the footer. Sorry, that's the body. We don't want that. Delete that. So we'll discuss the body later on, and then you put the footer here. So I got my footer and my header set up properly. Then I will update it. So it's updated now. If we go back to our template, this is what we have today, right? So let's refresh and see what happened. Voila les amis. Bam. As you can see, we got a beautiful template now that you can use, and that is matching your website, and you can work on all this a bit to give a bit of space between these two elements. You can show how to switch it up to add your own menu on top here, and all that. I'll show you that in my next video. But for today, I just wanted to show you how to modify the header and the template. So thank you for following this video. If you like it, so thumb up, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you, and take care of yourself. Bye bye now.